Here's the thing, though, Todd.
Mm.
Uh, there may be racist people out there.
Yes. Mhm.
There are also a lot of white people out there. And you seem to hate some white people. So is there any particular white person you hate this week?
Bit forced. It's a bit forced.
Yeah, it
But,
was.
Yeah.
I was reaching.
I've
It wasn't,
actually,
wasn't my best work.
it's we look at this.
I'm gonna zip up now.
Double. We're gonna first of all, I've noticed in the past, like for quite a while, my segment has been a bit of a sausage party. Not a lot of equality.
And you had Anne in there.
Across the gender. Sure, Ann Coulter's an easy, that's a slam dunk. It's
Exactly.
totally a slam dunk. It's like, I don't really consider her a woman, to be fair. She's more just a spirit, you know,
Okay.
just
Sea
an
monster.
angry, she's just an angry collection of coat hangers. Like she's just that. So I've actually, I'm going to correct my, my ways on this week. And I've got a twofer this week. I think we all know Kelly Loeffler. Or
No.
Kelly Loeffler. She is the senator from Georgia, and Martha McSally, who's the senator in Arizona. Both are not doing well, thank Christ. Not physically, I mean, like, you know, in the polls. Loeffler, you might know her as the co-owner of the Atlanta Dream in the WNBA, and she was one of the people that got rich from insider trading right after the first COVID briefing, where they dropped everything, and then she got money into logistics companies and Zoom, and that's how she made it. The WNBA as a whole actually tried to distance themselves from Loeffler because she came out with this great statement about them trying to promote Black Lives Matter like the NBA was doing in the WNBA. And she said to subscribe to a particular political agenda undermines the potential of the sport and sends a message of exclusion. So already a fuck you to you, Kelly. And Martha McSally is the senator in Arizona. She's currently down 10 points to Mark Kelly, who is the Democrat candidate for her seat. She had a skip a meal to fund her campaign rally, and her campaign includes opposing gay marriage, privatizing Social Security, and raising the retirement age. That's a 1-2 punch. She opposes net neutrality, wants to repeal Obamacare, has received over $400,000 or almost $400,000 from gun groups, which is the fifth most of any federal lawmaker since 1989. That's a feat. She supports withdrawing from the Paris Accord, opposes minimum wage raising to $15, and she's also pro-life. So this really ticks a lot of the good boxes, I think we'll agree. And when both these people were asked recently, and again, their campaigns are pretty much in the toilet and circling the bowl, if they felt any bad doing when Trump was saying that he was under assuming and underreporting to the American people the dangerousness of the COVID virus, and then did nothing for 100 days. Loeffler said no. It was not a concern that the president lied about the virus. In fact, she called it fake news. And when Martha McSally was asked about the same question, she said to the press, "You guys are awful."
Look, that's a lot to digest. I'm going to push back a little bit on the WNBA owner thing because it is a fact that NBA and NFL ratings have gone down significantly. And I think that politics and business are different things. And we're in such a bifurcated world right now that it's not shocking to me that an ardent capitalist would be vehemently apolitical to increase the bottom line. I don't, I think if somebody was like anti-Black Lives Matter because they were an asshole, fine. But if you're anti-politics because you don't want your viewership to suffer, that to me is a different conversation.
I would agree with that, Bobby, if she wasn't a fucking senator. The fact that she is a senator and owns that team, the fact that it goes against anything that she would say politically, I think is a bit of a pill.
I think a lot of it.
I think if she wanted to have full clarity on that, she would just allow the league to do it, and then she, as an owner, would stay quiet. The fact she had to step up and say something puts her now in that fray. She could have been silent and just let the league do what it wanted to do and abstain, which is something these people don't know how to do. No, still fuck her. That's why.
I think what the thing for me is, did she pull what Canadian politicians are famous for, which is, okay, how do we obfuscate our agenda? Right? How do I make this palatable while pursuing an objective that has that's totally oriented away from what I just said?
Well, did
you guys, as a side note, did you see the photo op that Aaron O'Toole took watching the Game 7 of the Raptor series? So it's this lovely picture of and again, it's like his Twitter feed. Obviously a photo op. It's like, settling in right now to watch the Raptors play. And so he's in this leatherback chair. He has a screen about the size of a laptop on the other side of the room. He is still in his suit. That's relaxing. And he's crouched on the edge of he looks so uncomfortable. And I just reposted it with okay, this is the inner thoughts of Aaron O'Toole. Okay, we're going to do this photo op. All right, here's the game. I'm glad. Whoa, there's a lot of black people. Yeah.
Who is he? I have no idea who you're talking
Aaron O'Toole is the federal leader for the Conservative Party right now.
Yeah, he's a white man.
Oh, right. I knew that.
Yeah, he's a white man. And oh no, I'm too reaching. No, I was trying to
Wow.
So Aaron's white, and then I have to. Never mind. So,
well, maybe I can help you out a little bit, and you'll find a segue, because I will say I'm going to push back a little bit on Aaron O'Toole, and I don't know, and maybe you're right, Todd. Maybe he's like a virtue signaling piece of shit. It's very possible, but he's heavily recruiting people of color and women and people from the LGBTQ community to join the Conservative Party. They're doing the same thing with the Republican Party. Look, our continent and our world is diversifying, which is really the larger conversation here. I guess for me, I don't know, right? Because it's do you have people who actually want to bring people of color and women and different people into the fold, or are they just manipulating us to get votes and power? I'm not sure.
Absolutely, they're manipulating to get votes and power, because the Conservative Party and all politicians love power. But I, however, love white people.
There you go.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Glad that sentence.
I Gretzky'd the shit out of that.
I am so glad. I thought you were going to say they love power and I love white power. Oh my God, Andrew. Oh my God. That's my line. What are you doing?
I have a wasp on the window that I have to open it to let the wasp out. You go ahead and talk about wasps.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Well done.
He's competitive
let the wasps
out. This week, I am calling attention to Basil Sylvester. Basil Sylvester is a non-binary writer based in Toronto. Their father, Kevin Sylvester, is a broadcaster and the award-winning illustrator and writer of middle-grade books such as Neil Flambe Capers and the Mirns Space Adventure series. I don't know. I'm not hip. I'm not young. I'm not a kid. I don't know.
Learn to pronounce what you love.
I know, exactly. The duo co-wrote a middle grade novel called The Fabulous Zed Watson, and it's for ages 8 to 12, and it features a non-binary lead character who embarks on the literary scavenger hunt and road trip of a lifetime, and it's coming out in January 2021. And I just wanted to call out attention to him then, and to say, God damn it, and to say,
You just did my joke.
I know, exactly. I want to call it attention to them and to say this is an amazing time, and that to have writers like this and works like this for kids. When I was growing up, there was nothing. As a matter of fact, there was barely people of color in children's books, let alone non-binary main characters. So, my hat's off to you, Basil Sylvester.
So for next show, can I suggest we discuss whether this, as a first segment, whether the shooting of these two cops has given Trump the election?
Oh, that's a great thing to talk about in our next episode. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this week. Hey, tap that bell, hit that thumbs up, thing with the subscribe, and guys next week.
Moody's being spontaneous again.
There you go. I think the wasp got out.
Very good.